Next topic. Should DICE ever go back, or I guess I should say come back and fix Battlefield 5?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's really a tough one. I mean, in a perfect world, which we know it's not, but in a perfect world, if I had my wish, I would think after Battlefield 6 releases, maybe they go back in and repair some things, fix some things, this or that, whatever. I would love that because, as much hate as Battlefield 5 gets, and this has been the trend, with every single Battlefield there has ever been made, people tend to go right back to the previous Battlefield, even with a new one being out. I mean, it's happened with every single Battlefield. You got Battlefield 5 that's out right now, but people are playing Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 more than they ever have in the last couple of years. But yeah, in a perfect world, yeah, would I love to see that? Yeah, but I don't honestly think they will. I think once Battlefield 6 does hit the market, I think they might even shut down all Battlefield 5 servers. It'd be sad to see, but then again, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, it's kind of got that icky touch.
It does. Yeah, icky feeling.
Yeah. Deuce, how do you feel about Battlefield 5 getting some touch-ups and repairs at some point in the future, if that were to happen?
I mean, time and a place for everything, I guess, is the way I would put it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that is bad positioning right there. Yeah, time and a place for everything. If they wait a couple of years and make sure that this one that's coming up is past its life cycle and taken care of and all that sort of stuff, that guy should be dead. I keep dying to that same guy over and over. I mean, I just the next one is more important at this point, is the way I see it. I do agree that people do have a tendency to go back and play the older ones, but I don't know that Battlefield 5 is going to be on that list.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
it may not be on that list, but it may be there just for nostalgia.
Oh, there's that word again.
Get the DLCs ready, boys. We're going in. Each squad member's from a different game. I just got ambushed by like 8 people that came over a hill. I mean, to me, I don't think any time in the near future, at least during BF6's life cycle, however that game goes, I don't think they're going to touch it, really. I don't think there's really a need for them to, aside from occasional hot fixes to where they're like, oh yeah, this will be worth going back, patching some stuff out and making it look good and whatnot. I don't think they care enough about it. I think it's kind of like how Ubisoft treated Assassin's Creed Unity. They're like, we're going to patch it to where it's playable, and after that, I don't want anything to do with it. Hopefully they don't go so far as to take the Battlefield out of Battlefield, like Assassin's Creed took Assassins out of Assassin's Creed. I don't think that would be a great direction to go, but that's not that video. This isn't that video. I think maybe one day, kind of like how they added the mod support to BF3, I think maybe something like that could come along. I don't know that this game is that popular, per se. I think sometimes the reason people go back to older titles is because there have been a lot of different kinds of Battlefield games. I mean, BF3 and BF1 and Battlefield Hardline, I mean, those 3 games alone play entirely differently, and Battlefield 5 is the same way. It plays in an entirely different manner than any of those games. So you have fans who come in and they value very different things for the next title, and if those expectations aren't met exactly, then they're like, oh, this one sucks, I'm going back to the old one. So I think there is a little bit of that, and I'm sure that'll happen with BF6, kind of like Standing says, every time a new one comes out, people say the old one was better.
Yep, every time.
It just depends who this one's going to cater to, I think. I think BF5 suffered from trying to cater to everyone and pleased not very many people. And I think people that hate BF1 felt like it wasn't enough like BF4, but you can't really make a World War I game like a modern game. Not really going to work out. I think both BF4 and BF1 are fantastic games in their own way. But, yeah.
Agreed. Then again, like you just said, Battlefield 5 tried to cater to everyone, and yet only pleased very little.
And even those that ended up being pleased by it still have some major criticisms of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I play this game a good amount still, and there's still things it needs to work on a lot that I don't know that they'll ever really get fixed. But that's just the nature of it, I guess. Companies don't want to keep spending that time and money and resources on a game like this. They just want to distance themselves from it, which is unfortunate in some cases for the fans that do hang around.
Yeah.
So.
And it's unfortunate. I mean, it is. I'm a huge lover of the franchise, and I love this game. I do love the game as a whole. But there's so much about it that just makes me want to throw my remote through my TV.
Yeah. It's like a weirdly abusive relationship. In a way.
Yeah, it is. It is.
No, please don't. Oh, man, that was close.
Right here doing group therapy in Battlefield. All right, and then along those lines, I know speaking about things that people weren't maybe huge fans of. So let's talk about some of those kind of niche little things. What about aim assist and like snap aim assist and stuff like that, where kind of caters a little bit more to the newbie crowd? How do you feel about that in the next game? Deuce.
Oh crap! I totally just spawned on a pilot.
That's
Did not want to do that. What was the question?
How do you feel about snap aim assist and like aim assist strength in the next game?
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So snap aim and aim assist. Personally, okay. So like I know that beginners like to have it. It's a helpful tool to get you acclimated to a game. I don't think it has any place anymore. I really don't. The problem that I see with taking it out, though, is that so we've seen an influx of hackers on PC and people that use like the Cronus Max and the Zeem and all that kind of stuff on console. If you take out that snap aim assist, I think you're going to see a lot more frustrated people because they're just not very good at the game, and so they'll turn to that for that temporary feel-good reward. So like, I personally hate snap aim and aim assist and all of that. Like, I don't think it has any place in the game. I think if you want to be good at a game, then you should take the time and get your butt kicked, like literally all of us have had to do. I don't really know any other way to put it than that. I know the potential problems that would come with removing it is really what it comes down to. Like I hate it. I don't think it should be in the game, but I know the potential problems that come with removing it. And
right.
One of those is a very huge influx of cheaters.
Yeah, we don't want that. we don't want that at all. Speaking of cheaters that you so delightfully brought up, how should crossplay be handled, do you guys think? I'm gonna refer right back to you, Deuce.
Okay, well, like I actually have no problem with the way that it's already set up. I think it's actually pretty decent. I don't see a problem with PC being lumped in with everyone. But I do think, I guess, that there should be an option where just Xbox and PlayStation can just get together on their own servers without PC. I see no particular problem with that. I would actually like to see it because I got a lot of Xbox buddies like you guys.
Yeah, we gotta squat up separate from one another. Different theaters of the war, gentlemen.
Indeed. I am currently on Merida.
And we're in North
my second
Africa.
Favorite map. My second favorite map. I love it.
It's pretty
Merita's
solid
good.
if you can see. That's the only issue with it. Standing.
Yeah.
A dog. How do you
So,
feel about crossplay?
yeah. Well, to backtrack you on the aim assist, those are voodoo words. I absolutely hate the fact that there is aim assist or snap aim assist. Either on the infantry or the vehicles, for that matter. It's ludicrous to even have it on the vehicles whatsoever. But like I spoke to you earlier today, for the first 2 years of this game cycle, I had played with 0 aim assist, 0 snap aim assist, trying to make myself a better player and use just my skills alone. But unfortunately, as time has worn on, these newer players and some of the older players that have been playing the game for a long time use aim assist and snap aim assist to have a competing edge against other people. And so now I've found myself now turning it back on so I can compete with the new people and the older people, especially the new people with this supposed noob nudge that they have. And it definitely seems like they have a nudge of some kind. Like they can instantly 360 turn around, snap on your head, kill you from a mile away, and he's level 9, with a M2 carbine. But I can understand why it's needed. If you're trying to acclimate to the game, learn about the game, I could see where that can kind of help you in the beginning. But I don't see no way in the future of them ever saying, okay, well, once you reach level 50, we're going to turn it off, kind of thing.
Right.
Like that'd be great, but I don't ever see that being implemented. Unfortunately, I think aim assist and snap aim assist is what it's going to be from now on. And we'll probably see it in more FPS games as times go on. What was the other subject?
The crossplay. How would you like crossplay handled?
Yeah, just like Dredd just said, and I think I had talked about this earlier as well too. If there was a Switch available to basically say, I just want to play with my PlayStation and Xbox buddies and not play against PC, that'd be great. Other than that, I'm not really concerned about crossplay too much. I mean, yeah, there are going to be cheaters. It's going to suck, but that's just the way it is, really. Unless DICE magically comes up with some kind of interesting anti-cheat that prohibits, the PC guys from being able to cheat or use hacks or whatever. But we see how well that's worked. So
Yeah, not great.
yeah, it's not been good.
Not been pretty. Which is a shame. I'm kind of with you guys. I like the idea of crossplay. I think console and PC players can compete together pretty well, like we discussed a bit in the last episode. Kind of feel similar. I guess in a kind of this is slightly off topic. Kind of has to do with the aim assist stuff. I think no matter what, they're going to try to make it to where it's as appealing to casual players as possible because they want to rake in that casual player money. And it's just easy to do things like that. So the snap aim assist, I know we discussed the dreaded SBMM. All those things are going to appeal to your more casual player. Even though I don't think something like SBMM can be effectively implemented in Battlefield the way it is in Call of Duty, I still think anything they can do to try and reduce the skill gap in manners that aren't game breaking, I guess you could say, will be done. Just so they can rake in that essentially free money.
And that's sad, honestly.
Yeah.
It's sad that they would cater to the newer players because they think they're going to get more money from it.
Yeah.
When in reality, maybe they will. You know, maybe those new players will buy the game, but who's to say they won't play the game for a week or two and then never touch it again? You know?
Exactly.
Whereas your core players are probably going to continue to play it every single day, and they're going to buy all your cosmetics, and they're going to spend the money, you know. But they don't care about the core players. They want them casual people, and that's unfortunately probably the way it is.
Yeah, I almost feel like the idea is make a quick buck to appeal to casual players who will leave quickly, and then try to fix the game to appeal to your dedicated players to an extent to where they'll stick with it and spend their money. Because if you look at... Yeah. Exactly. I mean, when the Pacific dropped in BF5, that was the first time I bought Boynes. That was a year after it launched.
Same actually.
I'm just saying that if that's the strategy, it worked. It worked on that one. So, I don't know. The other thing...
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got hit with 20% packet loss.
Oh, yowza.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm struggling. It's like all over my screen too. It's like hitting hard. I know we also discussed, considering we're talking about crossplay and whatnot, other games, PUBG, Call of Duty, Fortnite, they all have mobile versions. Could Battlefield, despite being a large combined arms type of game, could they have a mobile or a Switch version of the game that you can maybe take with you on the go? Do you think that's something plausible? And is it something that you would maybe like to see?
I kind of want to jump in on that right off the bat because it is plausible. The main reason behind why I say that is mainly because of Xbox Live and the Game Pass. Pretty much every game that you can have on Game Pass, you can play on your mobile device with your remote if you have the connection hookup for it. And I know for a fact that my son has played the Battlefield campaign for Battlefield 5 on his cell phone using his remote because we have the little connection device. So it's plausible. It can be done. I just don't know how well, because I know at this point I don't think he can play the multiplayer for some reason, but he can play the campaign. So it's plausible. It can be done. It's just I don't know how they will implement that, I guess.
Okay. Deuce?
Possible? Sure. Yeah, it's possible. Anything's possible. Do I really want them to use the resources? No, not at all. Short answer. Nice and simple.
Okay.
That's simple. I like it. Good answer.
I'll take that. Short and sweet and to the point. I mean, I can see why it would be appealing. I'd love to just pick up and play Battlefield on my phone when I'm on the go. It'd make road trips pretty fun and whatnot. Or if I'm, bored somewhere, who knows, waiting on a doctor's appointment. You know how it is. Just random mundane stuff you got to wait on around the time. It'd be a fun way to pass the time. I think if you did it with like maybe you port an old Battlefield 1943 version in there where it's really simplistic, just something fun to pick up, kind of popcorn Battlefield. That could be really fun. I don't know that they would do it though. I don't think it's a big enough priority for them to feel like they want or need to do it. Like I don't think too terribly many people are asking for it. Maybe one day there will be a ton of people asking for it, or it'll just seem popular enough in their eyes that they feel like they could rake in some extra cash for it. I know people like Tencent raking in money from COD Mobile. Now, of course, I mean, anything Call of Duty is really going to rake in cash. It's just kind of automatic. But I think a little free-to-play Battlefield thing could be some fun that I think people would enjoy and maybe even spend a little bit on just to support the devs and everything like that. Who knows? It might become a reality one day. Next topic, since we're on the idea of support. I think you're going to like this transition here, Deuce. MMGs, or prone weapons in general, should they be in the next Battlefield?
All right, I can take that one up. No. I don't think prone weapons should be in the game anymore. Prone only weapons? No, absolutely not. I guess MMGs I don't have a problem with, especially like if they're like in a fixed position. I have no problem with those. Do I think that somebody should be running around trying to hip fire me with an MG42 when in real life that took 4 people to operate? No, not really. And that tends to get to the annoying side of the game. Oof, I totally just got killed by a prone MMG. What do you know?
Beautiful.
it's just lovely. He blended
Perfect
right
timing.
in with the ground and everything.
Hey, it's those only in Battlefield moments you just live for.
Oh, jeepers. But yeah, no, I don't think they should be in the game.
Yeah, kind of with you there. So, Standing, your thoughts on the MMGs?
Okay, so what was the exact question? Because I did not get to hear that part.
So, MMGs or no MMGs, or just prone weapons in general, do you think they should be included in the next Battlefield?
Yeah, I do. And the only reason why I say that, I will refer you back to Battlefield 4. You had several massive MMGs. Actually, a guy that I play with, he uses only the M60. That's the only gun he uses. But like he's told me multiple times, is it has a lot of recoil, and yet it is easier for him to use as prone. But it takes so long to set up the bipod for that thing. It's not a smart maneuver. It's not something that you want to do. Not only that, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, MMGs in the next Battlefield, absolutely. You got to have it, but they have to be at a severe disadvantage. I don't know, more recoil, something.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, why? I mean, why the hell not? I mean, then again, what was it? Somebody had mentioned.
Did you really just why the hell not me?
Yeah, I did. Why the hell not, man? It's a Battlefield game, but someone had mentioned the fact they're like, well, your average soldier is not going to be freaking Rambo, so there's no reason why he's going to be able to carry, an MMG in his arms and have the bullets draped over him firing, while he's running around, which is true, but I don't know. It's such a weird, touchy subject, because it's like, yeah, you want to have those guns in there, especially the iconic ones. Of course, we're speaking of saying this is going to be a modern Battlefield that we don't know of, but it might be. But you want those iconic MMG guns that we do currently have in the modern military. Shooting those big old bastard rounds and stuff like that. Yeah, we want that stuff. That'll be cool, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. I'm not an MMG user at all. Never have been. So I have life skills that I worry about. So I'm not an MMG guy.
I mean, To me, they're as bad as they are in Battlefield 5, mostly because of the visibility in the game is so bad. And I think that combination of prone-only weapons, essentially, and terrible visibility is not great. Also, the milsim guys, not a milsim. Just want to point that out once again. I was kind of obsessed with that earlier. But it just seems kind of like needless. I feel like they should just include guns that are technically MMGs, but balance them as if they're
LMG.
a regular LMG is all. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfectly fine.
I mean, well, that's what they did in Battlefield 4. They had MMGs, they had LMGs, but they balanced them all pretty much the same.
exactly.
I can't tell you how many times I've been killed by a guy running around with an MMG on Battlefield 4. You know? But it wasn't like he was prone camping constantly. And of course, I know you say visibility on Battlefield 5 was bad, and it is, granted. It is, granted. But myself and a few others have gone back to playing Battlefield 4 here recently, mainly just for the fun factor, not because we actually enjoy the game or anything. But
just big old meme.
Yeah, just a meme. I mean, that's really what it's about. We go back to meme and have a good time, and just troll people and have good laughs or whatever. But you want to talk about visibility being bad? Battlefield 4 is ridiculous. I never thought so before when I first played that game, but going back to it, we're blessed to have the visibility we do at Battlefield 5. And that's my opinion, of course. I'd skewer me for saying that, but it honestly is, man. Oh my God, the visibility on Battlefield 4 is ridiculous on certain levels and stuff like that. Metro and okay, I couldn't get you. Metro and Operation Locker. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been mowed down by a guy using an SMG that's laying down in the corner that I cannot see whatsoever. And it's to me, the visibility was far worse on Battlefield 4.
But you do have spotting.
You do have 3D spotting, but that's only if somebody is spotting that guy. you know?
Right. Yeah,
that's only
true.
if that person sees him and points him out. And unfortunately, you don't get that too often. You're lucky if another teammate spots the guy before you can. And hell, honestly, I wish Battlefield 6, I hope they do bring back 3D spotting. I know that's not a nice thing to say. Most people would totally disagree, but
I don't want to go back to shooting
back. It'd be nice if they brought it back. Maybe 3D spot somebody for like a second, just for a second, second, maybe 2 seconds at the very most, instead of having flares and having that person spotted for God knows how long, I don't know. That's my thing with it. I'm a picky asshole. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I know I sound like I'm hardcore defending BF4 here, even though I'm not really. There's also the console resolution is so bad for BF4. On PC, it looks very crispy. It looks pretty nice when I played on there for like visibility and everything like that.
On PC, it's absolutely gorgeous game.
Yeah,
100%.
It's great. Oh, look, I just got macked by a AT rifler with his Bushwookie outfit on. Nice. I mean, spotting is something that's always been controversial. It's bad when it's not there, but it's bad when it is there to an extent. Like Deuce kind of said, you're shooting at Doritos. I don't think a lot of people enjoy that. Maybe if it's like, if you spot someone, then they're only spotted for your squad. Like if you manually spot them. But if you actually like shoot up a spotting flare, then it spots it for the whole team. because that's more of like a mass kind of spotting type of thing. I don't know how they would do it. Maybe that'd work. Who knows?
UAV or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see the UAV or something like that. I mean, what was it? Battlefield 4, you had a commander mode. You got 2 UAVs up for a little bit, pretty much spots everybody for a little while, then eventually it goes away. You know.
I just got shotgunned by a guy that was in the room with me, and I didn't even hear him.
Spotting.
Oh, look at that. Headshot by a level 12 with a K7. Who would have thought?
Level 12, baby. New boost.
And my teammate, who I revived about 7 times in the last 2 minutes, didn't revive me after he killed him. And I'm literally not kidding. 7 times in the last 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding.
Who revives? Come on, Deuce. What do you think this is? Battlefield or something? Get out of here with that revive stuff.
Yeah, we don't play the objective. What are you talking about?
We don't do that here. We get kills in Twitch clips. 360 no scopes. Oh shoot.
Anything less and you're just a poser.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, guys. That's what we're here for. Standing, I need you to get your sniper rifle out. We're gonna be FaZe Clan wannabes real quick.
I carry smokes in my sniper kit, so you're good.
There you go. Oh man, I thought I could get this guy.
Oh, moldy furball. There we go.
Yeah, level 29, and we're 3-3 again. Or I'm 3-3 against him.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Should be 5-1 against him. It's just one of those weird things. I'm not a big fan of MMGs, like I kind of already stated to you guys, so you kind of know my position on the subject. Personally, don't think they should be included. Don't think they add a whole lot to the gameplay. Balance them like LMGs, that's fine. You can just have the name of an MMG. Don't really care, it's a video game. You want to run around with an MG42, balance like a regular LMG is, fire it that way. That's cool. For modern day, I guess, like you said, an M60. Go right ahead.
Yeah, M60 or 240 or whatever, something. Yeah.
I just don't want it to be a prone-only weapon. That's kind of my big thing.
Come on. How did this guy know I was there? Are you kidding me?
Magic.
I literally just climbed up the secret goat path on Merida, and the guy came running from around the corner and instantly headshot me.
I guess he knew the goat path.
And obviously must have heard me coming, I guess. I don't have any other way to explain that.
Well, maybe it was the fro. Maybe the fro blew your cover.
It does that. It does do that.
I just had
the happy little tree. Yeah, happy little tree fro.
It's a happy little guy. It gives off radio signals.
I'm getting jumped from like 7 different angles constantly.
Trying to
it's a
jump
good game
this
I'm playing though. Good game.
sniper.
It's nice and even. Not as even as the game I had last night, but it's still a good game.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm on top of the leaderboard right now.
Headshot.
I have no idea. Man.
Oh,
Man, how are we not working for Dice yet?
What?
I said, how are we not working for Dice yet? Yeah.
I know, right? Come on, guys. Make us Dice friends. Game changers. I'm trying to get insider information like Westy.
I know a few of them. They're nice guys.
Yeah, for sure.
But they don't know anything, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I know they don't.
Wish they knew. Man, seriously, if we get any information about the game in May, I can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm itching for it so bad. Like, I just want to see it. I just. Apparently, May seems like the really strong kind of hint for the trailer. That's what even one of the devs commented on one of Flack's tweets. That was kind of like a little hint towards May. Hoping it's May the 1st at 12 a.m. That it drops, because I want to see it. So, not too much longer. Only, a month and a half?
Yeah.
A little under a month and a half? We can do it. Made it this far.
A month and a half.
Yeah, no biggie. Just counting down the seconds.
Right. I don't know. I'm so excited, but I'm so apprehensive, and I'm so worried at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to remember. I watched so many YouTube videos. I can't remember who said it. But they were mentioning, I think it was Battlefield Hardline. And, you know, they said the game failed. And shortly after the game failed, that Visceral pretty much disappeared, you know, as a company. And what was the other one? After the foobar of the Battle Royale that they had for Battlefield 5, you know, Criterion's still in business, but... Oh, shit. Ow. Sorry. I'm trying not to get killed at the same time right now.
No, saying I'm watching you run around.
I think it was Flatfire's video, actually. He was talking about how certain Battlefield games failed, or they didn't do that well in sales. Because of that, you know, certain parts of these certain companies that made part of the game or whatever it was, they ended up disappearing to no longer exist. And I think they were talking about. I think he had mentioned something about Battlefield 4 when it first released had such a bad it had a lot of bad negativity about it because it was just a bad release, and that really changed the face of what DICE LA was later on. And then you had a company like Visceral that ended up pretty much disappearing off the face of the earth after Hardline. So I'm really apprehensive to see what happens with Battlefield 6, because, man, if it flops, and it flops hard, who knows what's going to happen to DICE?
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen to Criterion? You know, which I would be absolutely heartbroken if something happened to that company, because they made one of my all-time favorite FPS games ever that I honestly wish would have had a multiplayer to it. But the campaign was gorgeous. And you probably know the game I'm talking about. It's on the original Xbox.
Medal of Honor?
Black.
Oh, Black.
No, Black. Yeah, man. One of the best FPS games that got me into playing FPS. Just a beautiful game. And ahead of its time. Just amazing game. But the sales didn't do that well, you know, and I think that was also during the same time period that Call of Duty was really coming out and had a multiplayer, and Black didn't, you know. I think had they had a multiplayer, they probably would have done a lot better. But it was still such a great game.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never actually gotten to play Black. That's kind
It's
of
on
like
Game Pass.
classic. But
It's on Game Pass, man. You should get it. Download it,
check it out.
Play it. You should. I promise you, you will be thoroughly enjoyed and go, oh my gosh, why did we never get a sequel to this? Because we were supposed to. They had announced they were making Black 2, and then it disappeared.
Huh. That is
Never to be heard. Yeah, never to be heard from again.
You'd think they'd at least try to innovate it.
You would think, honestly, because Dredd, did you ever get to play the game at all?
Nope, never even heard of it.
Oh my god! Why am I the only one?
It might have been during my hiatus. So
Okay, it might have been. Oh well, no, it wouldn't have been during your hiatus. You would have been. Well, Dredd, you're about my age.
gotcha.
It would have been in your early teens.
Oh, well then that was when my family couldn't afford that sort of stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah. I think I played it when I was about 15 or 16. And my cousin had an Xbox. I went to go to his house, and I played it for the entire weekend. I didn't spend any time with my family at all.
There you go.
I was hooked. I was absolutely dumbstruck at the game because the explosion mechanics.
Beautiful.
Man, if you could just look up the game and see it, the explosion mechanics that they had in that game, literally are what Battlefield has now. I mean, that's how far ahead of time they were. They were just gorgeous, beautiful mechanics and animations for just about everything. God, it's such a great game. Surprised y'all never played it.
You said
Long
it's just
time
called
ago.
Black?
Yeah, just called Black.
Yeah, I've seen the cover of it.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of bullets on the cover of it.
Yeah. It looks really cool. I mean, especially for the time period. Honestly, my first probably FPS experience, even from like a single player only kind of level, is BF3, which isn't a bad place to start. God, there's so many people on C. Holy crap! I can't.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a little Panzer tank down there too.
Jesus, I applaud these medics coming in here to revive me. I even had to switch to it. There's so many of them. Lord. Dude, one of them just popped a smoke.
Huh.
Oh, that was a nice little...
If y'all get a chance, check it out, man. I believe it's on the... it used to be on EA Pass, but now it's part of the Game Pass thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a look, man. It's really interesting.
Boy, they're just camping this door.
You know,
Yeah,
it
I'll
was
give it
one
a
of the
look.
first
I might
FPS
even-
games that I ever played.
If I don't have the time, I might just watch the campaign like on YouTube. I know it's not the same. That's probably cheating, but... if I'm,
Well,
like,
it's
at
really
work-
different. It's a really different kind of campaign. The best way I can put it is like there are different levels, like easy, medium, and hard.
Hmm.
Try to think of like GoldenEye 007, if y'all ever played that on the Nintendo 64.
That was long before my time, brother.
Oh, okay. That's the only... okay, think Battlefield 4 campaign. Did y'all ever play that?
Yeah, of course.
That was
Okay.
during my hiatus.
Okay. Shit. Battlefield 4 campaign, if you completed certain things in that campaign, you got a certain amount of points. You know, there was tiers like bronze, silver, gold kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of the same way that this campaign is set up. You got easy mode, which is basically you grab your gun, whatever's there. You know, you don't start off with I think you start off with a pistol. You grab whatever's there, you literally go through, you kill all the enemies, you complete the level. Well, you up the difficulty a little bit, and you have to gather intel, and you have to get this. And you up the difficulty again, and you got to do more intel and more objective-based playing, and then also kill the enemies at the same time. Man, it's such a great game, too. We were all desperate for Black 2, and they swore and promised that they were going to bring it, and then we never saw it. And then we saw Hardline instead. Saw Hardline and what other games they play? Oh, Medal of Honor.
Hmm.
I think they put I think they put all their money on Medal of Honor after that, really.
I could have seen Medal of Honor coming out and competing with COD. From what I've played of it, it seems like it, at least the single player portion that I played, looked like it was kind of along those lines. I like the idea of para-dropping in. I guess Modern Warfare kind of does that same kind of deal now, but...
yeah, there for a while, a lot of people said that Modern Warfare and Medal of Honor, you know, Call of Duty Medal of Honor were just pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's a kind of
a lot
vibe.
of aspects they really were. So
Yeah.
oh man,
There you go.
that's kicking.
Oh, you missed that. I just got sniped from the fucking tower.
Oh, that guy's still up there again?
Yeah, he got, like, blasted right after he killed me, so I was thankful for that. I was like, really, dude?
Yeah, he
How you gonna
deserved
hit me all the way. Yeah, 100% deserved. 100% deserved. Oh, wait, that's a friendly. Don't want to shoot a friendly.
I hate this map.
Aerodrome? I hate it on Breakthrough. It's okay on Conquest. I don't love it.
Yeah, I don't love it on Conquest, but I do absolutely hate it on Breakthrough. On Breakthrough, I think it's just absolute garbage because the enemy team, the attacking team, gets so many freaking tanks.
Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous in that way.
Yeah, unless you got some god tier assault players, you're not going to do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much with you there.
Oh, man. Come on. I'm getting the worst hit reg right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I had the first, I think, match we played, I had some pretty bad moments with that kind of stuff. Dudes are just teleporting.
Yeah, I'm getting some nasty hit reg. I think mostly it's because of the storm that I got blowing in right now.
Stone.
You know, good old Texas thunderstorms. Woo.
Hey, ain't no weather like southern weather. Love me a good thunderstorm. And a hurricane. You gotta have at least a 5% chance of dying in it for it to actually be fun. They just got some sissy rain out here. When it rains.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, it's been an excellent episode. It's been a pleasure, as always. Enjoyed talking to you. I enjoyed the topics that we covered. It was always a good time. We're going to wrap it up right here for you viewers out there. Remember, if you enjoyed, those thick and juicy likes are always appreciated, let me tell you. And we will see you in the next one.